everyone, it's Louise here. I said I was going to do a vlog this weekend and I actually am sticking to it, which I'm really pleased about. Just a quick catch up really about what's been going on. I restarted Slimming World in August and was on plan successfully, I'd say, for about a month. And come September, when I started my new job as a teacher, I kind of fell off the bandwagon, got a bit lazy and just ate rubbishly really. And now I've kind of got into the routine a bit. I feel like I'm ready to come back on plan, and I rejoined group on Wednesday, and surprisingly enough I had only gained £6, which I was quite chuffed about really, because I've been eating shit, literally. Dominoes, all bad things, and it got to the point where I went to get a Domino's on one Tuesday and I was carrying it to my car and my phone slid off the top and the screen cracked, and it was like the Slimming World gods were telling me that I needed to get back on plan. So this week I started again on Monday, and so far so good. I'm on my 6th day on plan and it's going okay. I feel like I need to vary my meals a bit more. I had chicken breast, kale and potatoes for 3 days and I felt sick of it by Wednesday. But I then made a nice soup, so it's getting better. So my official start weight again, as I've lost my history because I didn't want to keep it, is 14 stone 2, and I've set my target for 11 stone 5. So got a long way to go. I'm just trying to do it one day at a time. I'm not setting myself goals for the long term because I just get disheartened when it doesn't happen straight away like that. Okay, so I'm going to do a Q&A video for you today, so let's get started. Right, so the first question I've got is from Gemma Richards, and she commented on my last video asking, what are my favourite TV snacks? Well, I often like making my food look quite pretty on the plate so I can put it on my Instagram, and things I quite like are things like jelly, like cut up fruit, oranges, melon, apple, but it always has to be arranged in a nice little wheel on the plate, which obviously is just so exciting. I like yogurts. The Muller Lights are my favourite yogurts out of all of them. If I'm really treating myself, I may have one of the crunch corners. They are so good. But yeah, I don't really snack during the day, but if I do have a TV snack in the evening, I'll try and have a platter. The next question I've got is from Less Than Yesterday, and she's given me a few questions, and the first one was, what is your goal weight? On Wednesday I set my goal weight as 11 stone 5. At my lightest I was about 11 stone 3, and that was a couple of years ago now, and I thought I didn't want to put pressure on myself to get down straight like to that, but my initial goal was 11 stone and I couldn't get down past 11.3, and I kind of plateaued a bit at 11.5 and didn't really move, so I'm going to say 11 stone 5. I am 5'11", so that is the healthy weight for me, so I hope that I can do it this time. Her next question was, what's my favourite exercise? Some of you might know that in April I ran the London Marathon, and since then my body's kind of not been the same. I haven't really, it's not really got the strength to do running. Like whenever I go running my knees hurt, and I don't know, it's just not as enjoyable anymore. I'm definitely going to try and ease myself back into it, and I do quite like going running with my boyfriend. But a new sport that I have kind of taken up on Mondays is I've joined a netball club, and luckily I've still got some lovely skills from school. They've put me on their team. So on Monday nights I go to netball training, and then on Tuesdays often playing matches, which I've had my Fitbit on during training and my heart rate has gone up to like 160 something. It's such good exercise. But unfortunately during the match, when I'm constantly out of breath, I'm not allowed to wear my Fitbit. Health and safety issues. But hey, it's good exercise and I'm enjoying it, which is good. And I think that's why, part of the reason why I didn't have such a big gain when I went back to group, because I have been doing netball even though I've not been following the Slimming World plan. So that's a good part about doing sport and not eating nicely. You don't gain as much weight. Her next question from Less Than Yesterday was, what's your go-to meal when you're in a rush? I'm constantly in a rush. I feel like I never have the patience, really. I say I'm in a rush, it's just not having the patience. I get home from work and I just want my meal straight away, and I quite often go to like handy foods, and I love the Slimming World carbonara. It literally takes me about 10 minutes to cook. It is the best. And I cook it using the fat-free fromage frais, which I prefer to quark because quark is not my friend. I just don't like it. I'd rather have fat-free fromage frais. Another question is, what's my favourite thing about Slimming World? That is a tricky one because there are so many positives to being on plan. Like, I feel better in myself, I've got more energy when I'm on plan, but also the fact I can actually have a social life and follow Slimming World. Like, I can go to Nando's, and I love Nando's. Like, any of you who will know me, Nando's, I love it. It's the best. And really, the fact I can go to Nando's and other restaurants like Yo Sushi that I'm really quite keen on, I can go to them as well, and I can go with my friends and not miss out on the social parts of life. I'm really sorry, my hair is really annoying me, and let's just try and sort it out. Okay, let's see if there's any more. What is my favourite Slimming World recipe? Well, this one is quite an easy one for me, leading on from Yo Sushi. I love cooking katsu curry and chicken katsu curry using chicken thighs, and it's such a simple recipe and it tastes so good. Any of you who love Wagamama's, Yo Sushi, and you love the katsu curry, try and make the Slimming World one. I love it. However, I don't put like the creamy sauce, creamy fromage frais or whatever it is, or natural yogurt in at the end. I just blitz the sauce and don't add the creamy stuff. But it's really good, and they say you can use your healthy extra to bread your chicken, but I don't. I use couscous, which I think I've mentioned in a previous video. Nice crunch, and it's so lovely. And I'm having that for dinner on Thursday, which will be a challenge for me as I don't like waiting whilst my food is cooking. Like, I went to France in half term and we just ate camembert and bread. And I love Stilton, I love cheddar. But whilst I'm following the plan, one thing I do try and cut out is my cheese, because it kind of leads me into like this path of self-destruction. So I try and avoid cheese as much as possible when following Slimming World. So when following the plan, I'd probably say my favourite healthy extra would be skimmed milk. My favourite healthy extra B is probably, it's kind of a tie between like cereal bars and oats, because I love when I have my overnight oats with yogurt and mixed berries. I think it's so tasty and it actually fills me up really well for the morning. But then again, I also really like all the different cereal bars that we can have when following the plan. I love the Aldi light benefit bars and the hi-fi bars from Group, and the fact I can have two of them and they're actually really nice and sweet and actually like kind of like meet that, what's that word, kind of feel that sweet craving that I've got. It's quite good to be able to be allowed them and not use up my sins. My next question, what are my favourite low sin treats? Right, I've got quite a lot of these, and these include the mini twisters. I like sugar-free jelly. What else do I like? I don't really go for things like chocolate very often because it's very moreish, and chocolate and crisps are very moreish, and I don't really use my sins on those. I like the choc shot, which I can drizzle on things. I like the cereal bars if I've already had my healthy extra B. I like, oh, it's so tricky. I always like having mayonnaise with certain things like chips and things like that, because that really does complete my dinner. And I often will, if I do have cheese as a healthy extra, will often have too much. So so I'll often use my sins on that. And yeah, there's lots of low sin things that I try to have, but then again I try to have the mindset if I don't need it and I'm not hungry, I don't need to eat it. So yes, I definitely eat a lot less when I'm following the plan, and I don't feel like I've got less energy, which is good, and I feel good. So that was a short Q&A video for you all. If you've got any more questions, just pop them below. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and please check out my Instagram because I'm always posting on there. You'll probably find more updates on there than you will on here. So yes, please comment below what are your favourite healthy extras, your favourite low sin snacks. I'd love to hear them. So yeah, I hope you all have a lovely week, and I'm going to do an update video hopefully on Wednesday for you when I've been to weigh in. So I'll talk to you all soon. Bye!